Liverpool Football Club are going to finish in the top 4 this season. Those are the words that were just uttered to me by Ade Oladipo off camera. Welcome to the channel. As always, thank you for watching. Ade, you're going to have to justify this because I said Liverpool would finish in the top 4 fairly recently and you were aggressively annoyed with me because you said it's just not possible. Yeah. One win. Yeah. You've beaten Everton. You played quite well. You've beaten Everton at home, which I appreciate as a statement result. I appreciate it's symbolic.
Yeah. I don't know, really. You know what it is, yeah? I looked at the table, randomly, the other day, I looked at the table and I was like, wait a minute, we're 12 points behind Newcastle with 2 games in hand. That's what happened. Now, I didn't think of all the traffic in between Chelsea, Brentford, Fulham, etc. But like, we're 12 points behind them with 2 games in hand and we play them next. That's all my calculation was. And then I was lucky enough to be at Anfield the other day for the Merseyside derby. I saw Jota come on, I saw Van Dijk warming up, and I saw Firmino come on. I was like, hang on a bit. This is all starting. Well, one sec, they're all starting to come back. Yes. All of them, and then now Luis Diaz is in training, and I was like, we're close to getting them all back again. Yeah. And I think if Liverpool get them all back again, and Gakpo scored, and Darwin Núñez was a big problem all night, there's enough in there to beat a few. Yes. There's enough in there to beat a few, and I think Newcastle are starting to waver.
That was my next question. Who drops? So somebody's going to have to drop out.
Newcastle drop. Yeah, Newcastle, the goals have dried up. The goals have dried up, and I think people are starting to work out a way of playing them. I mean, the other day, by the way, they went to Bournemouth. If it wasn't for a Kieran Trippier sort of saving the goal off the line, they lose to Bournemouth. Yeah. I mean, literally, we're talking a centimetre. A Rizzler paper, maybe 2 Rizzler papers. It's a bit more than that. But that's it, and they lose to Bournemouth. Yeah.
So you see, this is
on. This is on. If we go to St James's Park and win, which no one's done, I don't think, this season, it's on. And I saw West Ham go there. I was watching the game.
They were good, West Ham.
West Ham looked good there.
I thought that.
And if I'm Newcastle right now, I'm thinking, ooh.
If West Ham hadn't started the game after 10 minutes, they would have won the game. They just didn't start, did they? They just didn't start. Newcastle had the ball in the back of the net twice in the first 4 minutes. But had that not happened, they potentially win the game.
Klopp done something yesterday. I didn't like it, but I understand why he did it. He went to the cop yesterday and done his usual fist pump thing. I was like, mate, we're 9th. I don't think he was doing it to the fans. I think he was doing it to the players. Like, it starts now. It starts now. We've got Newcastle.
To elevate the tide of the club, everything. Isn't it? Just rise the tide.
Everything. And I honestly, I'm thinking Van Dijk next to Gomez or Matip. Either one, I'm not too bothered. Trent looked good. Robbo looked really good yesterday. His energy looked good. And I'm starting to think...
He's a horror, isn't he?
He's
brilliant horror.
If he doesn't play for you...
Ever, Dennis Wise.
Honestly, he's like that. Yeah. If I can understand why everyone in the league hates him. He's one of those ones, right?
Do you know when we were on the club, where do you sit on this? When we were on the club doing this game, I was on with 3 guests, 3 people, Adam, Boovy and Finton. 3 people. And I was saying that Andy Robertson is hard.
Of course he is.
Yeah. They were all saying, the 3 of them were all on my case. They were like, no, he's the kind of guy that hides behind. I think Adam started bringing in maybe Jay-Z lyrics, the guy who in a fruit fight can't squash a grey wall. He started bringing... I was like, no. Andy Robertson is handy.
Yeah, I do. I almost feel like by default, if you're Scottish, you're a bit tough.
I said it
by default, if you're Scottish,
do you reckon Andy Robertson is handy? Do you think, if it goes in the tunnel, do you think he's there or do you think he's hiding? I think he's there.
I don't think he's hiding. He's not Gary Neville. He's not going to ask Roy Keane to back him up. But there is a part of him where I feel like he knows Van Dijk's on his way. Yeah. You know, one of those ones where you have it and then because your boy's in the club.
Do you think he needs? Do you think? I just don't think that.
Oh, you think he's fully can handle himself?
I think he'd go on his own. I think he'd have a straightener on his own. I think he'd have a straightener with many on his own. He'd just fly in.
Maybe.
I think he's that kind of bloke.
Maybe.
Did you see him laughing his head off?
I love when he did that to
Pickford. Pickford.
Pickford came out and he kicked the ball away and then he's laughing. Pickford pushed him. Yeah. And Conor Cody tried to grab him a little bit and he's laughing. And that anger, people, if someone's laughing at you, it makes you even more angry, doesn't it? Yeah.
Do you know I think a lot of people find Andy Robertson quite dislikable. Yeah. I really like him.
I
really like that kind of player as well. I like that kind of person.
I love him. He's a captain, obviously, captain for Scotland. Yeah. He's a leader on the pitch. And then I watch him and I watch the way he barks. Everyone talks about Jordan barking orders. When you're there, you're listening. It's Andy Robertson. He is barking orders. And he owns up to his own thing as well. When he's had a bad game, he'll own up to it. When he's had a good game, you'll know about it as well. Even he doesn't care about reputation. Remember that famous one where he pushes Messi's head? Yeah. So that's the greatest player we've ever seen kick a ball. Like, I don't care who you are. Yeah, I love that.
And
7 million from Hull.
Yeah, it's a great bargain.
7 million.
Do you know what you need? You need players like him. You know, if you are correct, I'm not quite on the train with you here, but if the train that you're driving is full steam ahead and you are going to end up in the top 4, it's going to be because of players like Robertson and the attitude that they bring, the belief that they bring, the demand that they bring on everyone else.
It's not going to be through skill. I mean, it's not going to be through Thiago's brilliance.
But it's not going to be. It's not Harvey Elliott's not going to drag the team like that.
No, it's going to be through that, and that's what Klopp was always about. Don't get me wrong, we're lucky to have a few skillful players, your Firminos and your Manes and Salahs, but sometimes it has been through sheer Jordan Henderson, Robertson, Milner will. Like, guys, we've just got to do this. Like, this is going wrong and the ship is sinking. Who's going to fight?
We're not losing because I'm not allowing it.
I'm not
allowing us to lose this game, and that's the end of the conversation.
100%. And that's why I was so happy when Jordan came in yesterday. That Jordan's been in and out of the squad since Liverpool started to kind of dip in form. He had to play in Derby because he understands it. I know I hate that, but you know what I mean.
No,
players understand the Derby.
It's so relevant.
Yeah, he understands it, and even Fabinho looked good yesterday as well. So, mate.
So you're basing your optimism here on 2 prongs. 2 prongs. One prong is Liverpool bit of belief came after the Derby. You're looking at players coming back. It's Liverpool. They've proven to do it before. You did it that season when the keeper scored.
When Alisson scored.
Yeah, West Brom was it?
Yeah, West Brom away.
Right. So you've done it before and all of that. The other reason that you're basing this on is you sense a vulnerability in Newcastle United.
Yeah. And some people might say, Addy, you're being disrespectful to Brentford
That's
or
what
Fulham.
I was going to say.
And I get that.
Is there somebody other than you? So let's play a game. Newcastle plummet. It goes wrong. You beat them. They then lose. They win 3 out the next
9.
10.
Yeah.
They win 3 out the next 10. They plummet. Are you the incumbent? Is it you that takes that spot? Is it not
I think
Thomas Frank?
we are the only. No.
Deserby?
I think we're the only one capable of taking that spot. I think we're the only one through tried and trusted and proofs there that are able to go on a run and take that spot. This Liverpool team are 9th. I still feel watching them yesterday up close and I'm watching Gakpo and I'm like, well, finally he's turned up. I'm thinking this team can still go on a run of winning 7 out of your next 10.
Yeah.
Can still do it. And that's why, look, we spoke about Arsenal in a video and I said, Arsenal have got to come to Anfield. And now they'll be looking at it thinking, man, why have we got to go now? We could have gone
2 months ago.
Now Jota's going to be back and Diaz is back and Gakpo's just scored. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's something there now.
There's reason
something
to believe.
there. Yeah. There is.
So ultimately, this optimism is going to last. It goes if you win your next game, it's game on. If you lose your next game, you're back to square one, aren't you?
So it's that now. It's that tightrope.
Football,
the next 2 games are.
What's
the next 2 games are Newcastle and Real Madrid. So we could be here in a couple of weeks, come back.
Season over.
Season done, and we could have a conversation like it's done.
Season over.
Yeah. Or, Rory, it's on again, mate. Champions League's on again. Top 4's on again. It could be done.
It would be so Liverpool. It would be so Klopp's
Liverpool. Who's the team? Yeah. Liverpool, the only team in the league that you think...
Yeah.
And a bit of Chelsea, because Chelsea could go in the Champions League. Right? Not with Potter, you're right, actually. But Liverpool could do it.
I think that you...
Am I onto something or not?
It's quite weird because when we started this video, I was ready to completely... you're very good. You are very good.
I've been hanging with you for a while now.
We're hanging out with Jamie Carragher.
That's what it is. First class on the train.
As always, Ad, thank you so much for joining. Really do appreciate it. Please do me a favour. Make sure that you click subscribe to Addy's YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Really interested to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Addy and think that Liverpool can make it into the top 4, or is he just being glass half full and bonkers? Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you all in a little bit. We're out.